Hello everyone. Want to see some awesome building techniques? We know you do. So especially for you, we found the coolest, weirdest and most unusual techniques that exist in the world, or at least on the internet. Some of them may seem ridiculous to you, and some are simply admirable. So make yourself comfortable and get ready to be surprised. Let's get it on. Liquid stone. At first sight, it seems that this weird grey mass is a stone carpet or some liquid wallpaper, but in fact, this is a special technology that combines natural stone chips and resins that hold them together. This option is perfect for fans of stone surfaces who want to beautifully decorate their rooms without spending too much money. The epoxy floor made of stone can easily become a wall as well, because the stone chips are securely attached to the vertical surfaces. Its other advantages are reliability and water resistance. And a cool look, of course. Fake stones. Since we mentioned natural stones, we'd like to say a few words about fake ones. Some raw concrete is applied to the wall in an even layer, and then a special mold with the image of stones is applied to it. The result is something like children's figurines made of sand, only these are made by grown-ups and from concrete. Later, when the fake stones harden properly, they can be processed and painted, turning into stonework. Concrete roller. In some countries, massive automatic coils, sometimes as wide as the roadway, are used to align large concrete areas. The most interesting feature of this roller is that, unlike a road roller, it's held and controlled by the workers. Unlike other devices, it allows you to flat out even inclined areas. Imagine a road roller on this hill. Bad idea, to be honest. And by the way, the same technology is used to create curves. Brickwork. Bricks are a much more original material than you might think. They are used not only to build houses, but also to create incredibly beautiful pieces of architecture. All that's required is a builder's level, the ability to work with the material, and some skill. Curved columns? Easy. And if at first it seems that there's nothing unusual in this, then look at how these columns turn into a beautiful arch. Frankly, for us, it remains a mystery how this brickmaster is able to build such structures and how he's not afraid that they'll fall over. Red asphalt. Bike paths in the Netherlands are red and therefore look like a red carpet for cyclists. And although there were no paparazzi or enthusiastic fans around, it's worth paying attention to this part of the road. It's not just paint smeared on top of the road, it's actually a thick layer of very smooth red asphalt, and there's nothing complicated in laying it. 4 cars move along the street, 2 with red asphalt for the bike paths, and 2 others with black asphalt for the road. Quick and beautiful. On the same evening, they put markings on the fresh asphalt, and the next day the street can be used again. Drinking road surface. When you hear the words asphalt of the future, you think of something plastic, neon, and most likely flying. In fact, the asphalt of the future exists today, and it has nothing to do with what we've just described. This innovative road surface drinks. Well, not literally, of course, but ultra-modern asphalt absorbs water like a sponge due to its porous structure. The moisture getting on it instantly seeps through the surface and gets into a special tank. No more puddles to jump over. The asphalt will drink all the water. And by the way, during the tests, a small piece of new roadway swallowed 4,000 litres of water in 60 seconds. It's like a concrete mixer. Brick gluing. Usually, a special solution is used to glue the bricks together, but what about a special foam, which takes only 3 minutes to firmly connect even large blocks? In addition, only 2 narrow strips along the entire length of the brick are enough to ensure the reliability of construction and to reduce the costs. Convenient, of course. Medieval castle. In the middle of the French forests, an unusual archaeological and historical experiment is taking place. A team of stonemasons, carpenters, blacksmiths, quarrymen, Roof tile masters and other professionals are building a medieval castle called Guedelon from scratch, step by step, using only the tools, materials, and technologies that existed in the Middle Ages. Stones mined in the nearest quarry are transported by horse-drawn carts and are raised on the walls by builders who use a wooden wheel for this purpose. Ropes are made of hemp, and instead of modern cement, they use a solution of lime and sand. No electricity, no construction cranes. Despite the unusual conditions of work, the castle is already built almost halfway. In the coming years, the workers will continue to build fortifications and towers, and the carpenters will cover the roof with tiles. It's expected that the construction of the Guedelon castle will be completed in 10 years. Such amazing people. The Parthenon of books. The central exhibit of the Documenta 14 Contemporary Art Exhibition in the German city of Kassel was the work The Parthenon of Books by a 74-year-old Argentinian artist Marta Minujin. The installation of 100,000 banned books represents the struggle against censorship and persecution of writers in different countries. To create the composition, the artist involved students from the University of Kassel, who made a list of 170 banned publications, and German residents collected more than 100,000 copies of these books. The construction of the Parthenon consists of metal tubes wrapped in a transparent plastic film holding the books. The Parthenon of books was available to the audience until September 17, 2017, after which the construction was dismantled, and the books were distributed to anyone who wanted one. Fake pavement. Concrete has many more uses than you can imagine. For example, if necessary, it can be used as a brick. Yes, you've seen this already. But what about paving bricks? It's really simple. A team of craftsmen prepares a solid metal base, which is then filled with concrete. It remains only to level it, place the stencil, and that's almost it. Yes, these guys literally paint concrete to make it look like brickwork, manually. But it only sounds strange. In fact, it's a really amazing technology. Would you be able to distinguish this path from real bricks? Gravel path. Gravel paths are beautiful, especially when you see them in some park. However, they are not comfortable and can be a real obstacle. For example, for people with high-heeled shoes, as well as people with limited mobility, as wheelchairs would simply get stuck. To avoid such troubles, today you can use a special surface stabilizer. Similar to honeycomb, the sturdy mesh is resistant to temperature changes and can withstand the weight of a car without being damaged, even several cars, so it can be used for roads. Arch construction. No, this is not giant Lego. These large concrete blocks with projections and cavities are connected in the same way people used to do it in ancient times for the construction of Roman aqueducts. It seems surprising, but the fragments of the arch are held together without the use of mortar, like at all. Thanks to this, as well as specially trained people who worked in the construction of such structures, the total construction time is reduced by almost 90%. By the way, arches are resistant to earthquakes, as well as being able to withstand other natural disasters, such as tornadoes and hurricanes. But what's most striking is that, if necessary, the entire structure can simply be disassembled and then reassembled. Yeah, it does look like giant Lego after all. Cool roof. In countries where, due to solar activity, the temperature inside the house can become really unpleasant, the so-called cool roof technology is a must-have. The unusual elements that you see are the most common clay pots for flowers, drowned in cement and covering the entire surface of the roof. An additional effect is also provided by white tiles and coatings that literally repel heat. This cool roof technology was demonstrated as part of the project Cool Roof and Passive Ventilation. Despite the fact that such multi-layer coating reduces the temperature only by 1.5%, in some situations, even that may be useful. Handmade tiles. The production technology of multicolored cement tiles is not really new. All the know-hows are passed from generation to generation as a family heirloom. The tiles are not painted from the outside, but made of white cement and tinted with natural dyes. The finished tiles go under the hydraulic press instead of being burned, as is usually done at factories, and are completely waste-free, and therefore environmentally friendly. And also, they're amazingly beautiful. Psst, dude, are you looking for new technologies and great gadgets? Are your thoughts focused on the future? Do you love huge vehicles and can't imagine your life without robots around you? Then visit TechZone and you'll find all this and more. The link is in the description. You interested? Great.